I'm sitting in my car. The windows are down just a little bit. I live next to a pond, like literally it's next door, with ducks and everything. So you may hear a little bit of ducks in the background. You may hear some wind chimes. Those ones aren't mine. I have to put mine back out. But anywho, I wanted to talk about the soft life because that is the newest thing. That's the hype thing. That is the aesthetic thing. But here's what no one tells you. Everybody keeps talking about this whole soft life, but nobody is telling you the truth about it. First and foremost, let me tell you.
Find you under all that pain. There's a fire you can't contain. Let it lead the way.
First, my name is Ashley Nicole. I'm a women's health and life coach. I make my YouTube videos specifically for people who are going through an experience of I feel like I know who I am. I kind of know who I am. Again, I don't know who I am. I'm blowing up my life. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing next. All the different phases that we go through from the ages of 18 all the way up to 60 and maybe even more. I have no specific person who I direct my videos to, but I do know that we have some similarities. I'm typing in to pull up my information here. I don't know. The biggest similarities that most of the women that I work with have is I'm trying to restart my life again. I'm trying to figure out my life. I'm trying to start a career. I'm 60 and I don't know what I want next. I just turned 40. I'm revamping my body. I want a new wardrobe. All the things that we as women experience. Maybe you were a parent for so many years and you're trying to figure out who you are individually. Maybe you were a wife or are a wife and you want some individuality in your relationship. I'm the one who you're going to go to because we talk some of everything here. But today I decided to talk about the soft life because I've been talking about it a lot with different women, different clients, about how women are wanting to be softer, right? And you have either situations in work, in relationships, in parenting, or just day to day where you feel like you don't know how to be soft. And I think in today's world, we look at softness as an aesthetic, right? We see Pilates or we see mocha teas or coffees. I don't know why I said teas, but mocha drinks, coffees, and getting your nails did and going to the spa. Or some people look at it as pure laziness, but I can tell you 100% being soft does not mean you're lazy. It just means you need to take a few moments to just sit, to just relax, to just do nothing. Or maybe it is the softness, right? Maybe you're learning to walk in your authentic self. That feels soft to me because you faking and being someone that you're not is a very hard thing to do, right? Maybe you want to operate in your feminine energy more versus operating in your masculine energy. Maybe you want the spa days. Maybe you just want to do nothing. Maybe you just want to be you. Maybe you just want to be a passenger princess, which I got used to that because I was such a dominant woman that it wasn't that I hated my husband to drive. It was just like, I can drive. This is my car. I could like, baby, have several seats. So before I get to rambling or get thrown off track, the first two things that you need to understand is having a soft life does not mean you're lazy, and it does not mean avoiding responsibilities, because I'm the type of woman who still takes care of all of my things, but I'm learning to add more softer moments in my life. If you haven't seen one of my other videos, I did a video the other day where I just decided to recreate movie scenes in my life. I haven't done many, but this is a new thing for me. I decided to create movie scenes that were my favorite in romantic movies, and I decided to start creating these in my life. The other day I had a day where I did Eat, Pray, Love, where I was in the kitchen and it wasn't intentional, but I went in the kitchen, I was cooking breakfast, I was making sure that my morning was going slow, I wasn't rushing, I was tasting my food, I was drinking my coffee, and I was cooking the breakfast, and I realized this reminds me of Eat, Pray, Love. And to me, in Eat, Pray, Love, that is what she was looking for. She was looking to find herself again, to get in touch with who she was before she had got married, and to really, what I seen that she experienced was a soft life. When she stopped the relationships that she was jumping into, when she decided to take time for herself, that is when I seen the soft life show up in her life. So if you hadn't seen the movie, go see it. But it's a woman who decides to go to 3 different countries around the world for an entire year to basically find herself again, to find love, not actual physical love from a person, but the love and things that she used to enjoy in life. like in food, like in culture, like in meditation, and just finding good things that work for her body. And to me, that is what the soft life for me means. And the soft life for you can mean something different. Yes, there are moments where I practice self-care, like doing my hair, doing my makeup, doing my facial routines, making sure my hair and nails are done. But then there are other moments where I need that softness, where I need to do a little yoga, where I need to listen to praise and worship music in the morning, where I want to go sit by the pond or sit at the lake and just take time to slow down, to physically feel soft on myself. So again, understanding the softness doesn't mean you're lazy, and it does not mean that you're avoiding responsibilities. So here's some takeaways. The first thing I would sit back and decide, if you're looking to start pushing into what your soft life looks like, you have to identify it for what it looks like for you. Not what it looks like for someone else, not what it looks like online, not what it looks like through pictures. What does it look like for you? For me, my soft life was, I was working my 9 to 5 and I just felt like I didn't have time for me. I felt like I didn't have time to be the wife or mom or just have personal time for myself. So my soft life looked like I didn't want to work 8-hour days. I wanted to be able to control my schedule. I wanted to be able to do what I want when I wanted to do it. I'm gonna just be honest, and actually do something that I loved. The other thing that I noticed that I needed in my soft life was to slow down. I'm a fast talker. I'm a fast mover. It's just my nature. But I noticed when I slow down, it helps with regulating my nervous system. When I have my yoga sessions, when I have my time where I pray or meditate, when I have my times where I do my facial routine in the morning or my facial routine at the night, or I walk my dog outside, or I sit at a park, or I sit at a lake, those things feel soft to me. So understanding and identifying what your soft life looks like for you, your soft life looks like for you. And the other thing for me was, I like how it feels to get my hair did. Well, I do my own hair, but keeping my hair did, keeping my nails did, keeping myself where I look presentable, not for anybody else, but for me. So take some time to write down my ideal soft life for myself. What does that look like? Start there, and then we'll move on. The second thing to understand is soft life is peace. It is peaceful. It's also understanding the boundaries that you need to set in order to have this soft life for yourself. Learning to say no, because you don't have to go. You don't have to do things that you don't want to do, right? Just imagine how much energy it takes where you're allowing people to overstep your boundaries. Maybe you're taking phone calls throughout the day that you don't want to talk, or to people who you don't want to talk to, or having conversations that are negative and aren't serving you, or going to places or environments that you don't want to be in. Having a soft life for me may not be for you, but for me was setting boundaries and understanding that my no, little bug flew in the car, that my no was answer enough. So understanding what your soft life looks like, understanding your boundaries, and understanding that your no is a complete answer. A few more takeaways would be, make sure to protect your energy and choose yourself consistently. So protecting your energy means, if you operate in a space where you understand when you walk into a room or you talk to certain people or you interact with certain people, that your energy shifts to a negative one and it makes you feel more masculine and it makes you feel more aggressive, or it depletes your energy altogether, then understand that you may want to start removing these spaces, start removing these places, start removing these people out of your life, because your softness is more important than any of it. And then the second one is being consistent with yourself. So some days you may fall short, but the moment that you realize that you're falling short in your softness, then start again. So if you missed a morning routine, maybe it was your workout, or maybe it was your meditation, or maybe it was just sitting by the lake, maybe it was journaling, doing your morning pages, whatever it is you do. If you realize that you missed it, that doesn't mean that the day has to be X'd out and you can't continue. Do it at nighttime. Find a space to be consistent with yourself and the things that you say that you want, and how to create your own soft life. And lastly would be to understand that the soft life is not just given to you, it is actually built, because you have to set boundaries. If you are a person who has other people in your life, right? If you're single or you're just doing things all on your own, then you still have to create that for yourself. So what do your mornings look like? How soft do you want them to be? How do you want to feel when you wake up in the morning? What do your afternoons look like? How are you planning your day? Are you taking time to regulate your nervous system when you're feeling anxious? Do you drive crazy? Are you listening to crazy music that makes you super irate and, drive like a mad hatter? Like, those are the things that you have to pay attention when you're creating those soft moments for yourself and in your life. What does your soft look like if you are a person who is thinking, I want to add certain things in, like the self-care and taking care of myself? Is it getting your eyebrows done? Is it getting your nails done? Is it doing it on your own? Is it making sure that you wake up every day and you get out of your pajamas and you can get dressed for the day so that you feel good for you? Just take the time to understand that it's not always given to you. Sometimes you do find people or push yourself into a atmosphere that maybe offers a soft life for you, but if not, there is also the option of working on building it for yourself as well. So this video was quick and to the point. It was a quick thought. I can actually go in a little deeper on what the soft life looks like. To me, I think it's more than just the aesthetics and the coffees and the driving in the passenger seat. I think it's about, learning to regulate your nervous system, because a lot of the times we don't operate in the softer feminine energy. We operate in more of a masculine energy, which makes it hard for us to be soft. But I didn't want to do a major video on that today. If you're interested in me really breaking that down and what that looks like and doing a video on that in the future or my next couple of videos, let me know in the comments. And as always, I'm going to tell you, you guys are more than enough. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And until next time.